Hey folks, today we are taking a look at the brand new Power Rangers Megaforce Sky Brothers, Sea Brothers, and Land Brothers. Now each one of these sets comes with not only the brothers, but we also get a vehicle and a Power Ranger action figure and a card for the new card battle game that comes with the Megaforce systems. Now these are also part of the Zord Builder sets. As you can see, right there, they are Zord builders, and each one builds up the Gosei Great Megazord. So we're going to go ahead and get these guys out of the box and take a look. So here we have each set out of their boxes. Now, each set comes with the three headers, a ship unit, and a Power Ranger, as you saw. The headers are actually pretty decent plastic. I mean, they're no worse for wear than the Gosei Great Megazord, and they actually feel pretty tough, and they snap right on and right off. No real problems there. The plastic, as I said, isn't too bad. I mean, this feels like pretty sturdy plastic. This is going to survive a temper tantrum or four. The actual jet units are not the greatest plastic. They feel a little less sturdy. They don't feel like the same plastic that the headers are made out of. That's okay. I understand that, but I don't think they're going to break. I don't think anything's going to happen. The little Power Ranger figures, however, are probably some of the worst toy plastic I have ever seen. I mean, this stuff, I could easily rip a leg off here. Now, they don't pose, they don't move. Well, the arms move, and the heads move. But these guys are not real quality figures. I mean, these things are cheap, kind of crappy, I'm going to admit. The paint is okay. I'm okay with the paint, but they feel like a dog's chew toy, but less sturdy, if that makes any sense. I can deal with these. These guys are going to show up on eBay, or in 5 years they'll be on eBay in a lot for like 20 cents. They're pretty cruddy, but I have to admit they each look pretty cool with the headers. I mean, these sets look pretty cool. I like the look of these sets. So let's go ahead and take a look at all of them together. Oh, before we do that, I want to show you the cards that each one of these figures comes with. First, we'll talk about the C card. So here's the C Megazord and the C Brother Zords, the cards. So that's those guys. Next, we'll take a look at the Sky Megazord and the Sky Brother Zords. So those cards are pretty cool. And each of these set cards comes with one of these. And then the Land Megazord and the Land Brothers. I have to admit, I like the idea of the cards. I think the cards are cool. So you'll be able to play with these cards in a game, or scan them with an iPhone app, or put them into the 10-sounder or the Morpher. So that is very, very cool. I wanted to give you guys an up-close look of each one of the sets in this configuration. Overall, I think this is a nifty idea. This is a nice way to use the headers, which in Japan you had to buy as separate sets. I like this idea. It gives more play value to the headers than just a box full with 3 robotic animal heads. I like this idea. I think this is a neat idea. The execution, I think it could use just a little bit more quality control, but it's not bad. It could be a lot worse. So I think this is a good idea on Bandai of America's part. I think they've done a good job with these. Are they perfect? No, they're not perfect. But like I said, they could be so much worse. Bandai of America has had a huge problem with making cheap, crappy toys. I mean, look at what happened to Thundercats. Those were not what I would consider high-quality toys. But it looks like with Megaforce, they're trying to not one-up themselves. They're trying to do better than what they've done in the past, and I respect that. I think that's a good idea, and it's something that I think the kids of this world and fans really do deserve. And like I said, I think this is a good idea. They're a little bit on the expensive side. These things are about, I think these things were about $17.99 a pop. Not cheap, but not that bad. All right, the first team we are going to look at is the Sky Brothers. So for the first, what we're going to do is just pull the heads off. And if you're wondering what that is, we'll get to that in a bit. So we've got these three heads. What we're going to do is pull off the dragon, or the Gosei Great Megazord head, and put him in the tail, and just put that off to the side. Now that we have the head off, all we're going to do is take the two sky headers, put them on the shoulders, and fold the heads down like that. And then put the main head there and open it up. And there we go. There we have the Sky Megazord. Yeah, out of the three, I think this one looks the most ridiculous. Though I do like the head. I like the head the best. But this is the way it is in the show, and this is the way it is in the directions. So, now that we've gotten a look at the Sky Megazord, let's go ahead and take a look at one of the other teams. Though, I really do like the paint that they're using. As I said in my Gosei Great review, Bandai USA needs to be commended for the amount of paint that they're putting on these figures. So, next, we are going to take a look at the C team. So, pop off the headers, put the cycle off to the side, then we're going to pull off the Shark and Phoenix heads, put the Sawtooth and the Hammerhead, which in the Japanese version of the toy, the Hammerhead, the actual Hammerhead can collapse, and then you push a button and it pops open. That gimmick is not here. And finally, the Manta Ray, which you kind of have to close a little bit in order to get it to stay on. Ugh, that is kind of dumb. Well, that's good enough. Yar, I'm a pirate. And like I said, I have to admit, I really like the face sculpts. The face paint, I mean. They could have not painted any of that. They could have missed the eyeliner on the eye there. But really good job. Overall, the C Megazord, I like the C Megazord. I think it looks pretty cool. It's very pirate-esque. Yar. Alright, so that is the sea guys. Let's go ahead and take a look at the land guys. So, pull these headers off. Now, I am still calling them headers. They are not called headers, they're just called heads. So, we got the mole, the random Tyrannosaurus, and the stag beetle. So, we will put the arms back on the shark and the phoenix. And then we will scroll down and pull the snake off and the tiger off. And then we will take the mole, put him there, put the dino there, and then this guy forms the head. So there's the head. It looks kind of like a mummy, in all honesty. And it's a little bit oddly proportioned, I think, but it works. One thing I do notice is that these guys, the pincers, are on ratchet joints. Not so in the Japanese version of the figure, so that's a point to the American version. And then overall, the figure land-wise, it looks like it's got a pair of roller skates. Not bad, but okay. So now that we've taken a look at all the header units, remember I talked about this piece? Believe it or not, this guy is the head for Hyper Gosei Great. You can form Hyper Gosei Great witut Datas. Bandai has done some engineering and completely removed Datas from the equation. Now we are missing a header that you need to get from a different set, which is, let's see here, it's this set, but oh well, you know what? I couldn't find him. I don't think he's out in stores yet. Oh well, I'll just improvise. we'll just be missing a header. Oh no, what are we going to do? So let's go ahead and get Hyper Gosei Great formed up. And, you know, there's no name for this thing, this combination. There's nothing on the back of the box here that says what the name is. There's nothing in any of the directions other than each sold separately, said in 3 different languages. So, I don't know what to tell you there, folks. So, to start with, we're going to go ahead and do kind of a combo combine here with some of the headers. So first we'll do the land, then we'll do kind of a land sea combo here. And what am I forgetting? Oh, I'm sorry, we're not supposed to put these guys here. We are supposed to put this guy and this guy, and then we put the sawtooth and stag beetle there. Fold the wings forward, and every time you fold the wings forward, it moves the whole joint, so not a huge deal, a little annoying. So now that we're there, we're going to put the, let's see, the snake goes here. Actually, the shark goes here. Tiger, and where's Phoenix? Phoenix is over there. So you notice how front heavy it is right now? Well, we're going to fix that. I'm going to turn the figure around. And there's some pegs back here that we need to fold out. Like that. Ah, come on. Fold those out. And now we're going to take these guys, these shuttle pieces. And the first thing we're going to do is take one of them and actually pull off the thrusters. So we've pulled these thrusters off. So what are these going to do? Well, they'll peg in somewhere. This, on the other hand, will fold that part down and peg it in back here. And peg that in. And then the thrusters will take the screw holes and peg them in back here, like that. Next, what we'll do is take these guys, and this is kind of crazy. We are going to peg it in such that it's pointing forward, like that. So, peg it in here, like that, and peg it in here, like that. Thus, eliminating any need for datas. And turn him around. So, what is going to be pegged up there? Well, we've got 2 birds and a hammerhead. So we'll go ahead and do that. And it appears that, let's see, does that peg in over? Yes, it does. Okay. So we've got a bird, and a hammerhead. Now, just between you and me, I am actually going, when I find it, I am going to buy that last guy with the header so I can have a full head up there. And then finally for the head is just plug this onto the head there and plop it down. So here we have what I am dubbing the Hyper Gosei Great Megazord. Bandai of America should be proud of themselves. I am shocked that they were able to pull this off as somewhat elegantly as they did. The need for Datas has been completely eliminated. You do not need him at all. And I am thankful for that because I hate it. I didn't hate that toy. I didn't think that toy was all that great. Yes, this figure has quite a backpack. He effectively has 3 flying units sticking off of his back. But I'm okay with that. And overall, this looks good. As good as something with with what, half a dozen animal heads sticking off of it can. But Bandai of America really should be proud of themselves. They have done an impeccable job bringing this to the US. Is it perfect? No, it's not perfect. But considering what they've done in the past, just look at Operation Overdrive Megazords. This is pretty good. This is actually pretty good. And for about $100, you get all of this. I mean, you get the whole, you get a Hyper Gosei Grate, a Gosei Grate, all the headers, some extra stuff for $100. That is a good Christmas present for any Power Ranger fan. That is a very, very good Christmas present. This thing holds together pretty well. I mean, there is a little bit of wobble, I'm not going to lie. But yeah, there's no posability, but it looks cool, and I think this is something that kids are really going to like. The paint is good. The overall look at the figures is good. The size is actually pretty good. It is smaller than Gosei Grate and the whole Hyper Gosei Grate, but I'm willing to look past that. This is worth collecting. This is worth having, I think. Now, I do wish I had another header so I could put something up there, but I'll get one. So, this gets the Baltmatrix seal of approval. In all honesty, guys, go out and get this. Support Bandai of America in this, because they have done an amazing job with this set. The headers, the header sets, Gosei Grate, Megazord, definitely worth having in your collection. Especially if you don't want to pay the $200 to $300 it would cost to get all of this from Japan. Bandai of America, you have done a good job here. Please, please, please keep it up with this high quality.